I will admit the weird plant sphincter doors always make me kind of uncomfortable.
It's an aperture.
Mm-hmm.
For science.
Aperture.
I think it's this way.
Yeah, I just wanted the UI. There we go.
Oh, are you seeing this?
Yes.
Yeah.
I knew we'd meet again, young Valiant.
You know that because you saw it in the dream. What else do we dream that comes true?
Much, but not always what you might expect. Why? Is something troubling you?
Somewhat. In my dream, a champion in brilliant green armor defeated all challengers. He seemed invincible, yet a small mouse nipped at his heel.
Aoife, you were born of the dawn, like this Valiant. Can you interpret the vision? I see both literal and symbolic images here.
I'll try. Perhaps the champion in your dream is someone important. Did you...
Help! Somebody help me! That brute is killing my beloved! Stop him!
What? Where? Show me!
Lots of characters bouncing back and forth there.
Yep. And only one of them mattered. Ever.
It took me a moment.
One of them is, like, the Dawn leader.
It took me a moment to realize which one was Shell. I'm like, oh, right. That's the player.
Please, enough! Victory is yours! Just let him live.
Live? This sapling accepted my challenge and failed. His life is forfeit.
Please, Dagdar, go and leave me. I'll kill you too if you stay.
You're a monster, Berserk. I won't let you do this. I won't live without my beloved.
So be it. As Ventari teaches, hard ground makes stronger roots.
Fight him? I suppose I have to challenge him?
Yep.
A knight in full armor, attacking defenseless innocents? That isn't right. Why don't you fight me instead?
I'd love to. I've killed many in my quest to find the exceptional individual who can defeat me. I doubt you're it, but we'll fight anyway.
It would be hard to narrow stuff down to a knight in green, considering just everyone around here is a plant person. Also, it's amazing how much Wander managed to make his character just look like a night elf. You are just a night elf now, with that aesthetic. All the way down to your entire stature and pose and everything just makes you look like a night elf. With like all that's missing is the pose where he like looks left and right over and over again while bouncing a bit.
Yeah.
Like that little like, head swoop where he keeps looking around. Oh right, I didn't summon.
Does he just keep coming back?
Well, he's vulnerable now. Oh, no, now he's vulnerable.
Maybe that's why part of the dream it said, like, you know, he would not die, kind of thing.
What is dead may never die.
Good try, but you're no match for me, Weed. You did well enough that I'll leave you alive. For now. But I'll be back.
How is he talking and laughing at the same time?
Next time we fight, try to make it a wheel challenge. Or I'll make sure to finish what I started.
Your minions. What?
I was smacking him with my smacking stick.
My deepest thanks. Eladis is everything to me. Your courage saved us both.
Who was that knight in the green armor? I saw him in my dream before I awoke. I recognized him as easily as if we'd met before.
Bersalak. He's terrible. He challenges young Sylvari to duels and then fights them to the death. When Bersalak insulted my honor, Eladis had no other option. He loves me, after all.
That sounds like a cat taking advantage of mice. He's prideful and he's a bully. He deserves to be taught a lesson full of bruises.
That's it. The meaning of your dream. Like mice, young Sylvari fight Bersalak with no hope of winning. But you are different, Valiant. You can do more than just throw yourself on his claws.
Perhaps I can help you after all. Bersalak is wooing a Valiant named Gaarix. Unsuccessfully, I might add. She's been seen near Morgan's Spiral.
That is helpful, Dagdar. Thank you. I'll visit Gawain and ask for her story. Perhaps Bersalak told her a weakness I can use.
All right, we get to choose
either,
a...
Let's see.
Progress.
Yeah, why would you
want to
stay
do
here?
progress? Yeah. If you wanted to be in control of your own story mode.
Oh.
Do you?
Well, the thing is, we haven't had any branching choices yet.
Wow, that was actually worth a fair amount of EXP.
Soon I shall catch you all, you bastards. Oh, right, I have to pick one.
Yep.
And they all suck, because they're underleveled, so... Yep, oh, that is, yeah. That was like a fourth of a level or something.
If you want to, we can actually stop by the trading house and actually get you a set of level 20 gear at this point.
We need to go to Morgan's Spiral?
Yeah, which is out in Celadon Forest.
It's the place
Remember
where
the
we
jumping
jumped
puzzle?
Yeah, I found the warping point.
Yep.
Okay, so you just want to go there? And then we can choose someone else to speak with Garwin. So, are you going to start it, or should Keith start it?
I'll do it this time. It is nice that we're all synced up. This would be a lot more obnoxious if we all had to do our own.
Well, we could have experienced all the Sylvari stories.
No. No.
Really, though, part
My
of...
beloved Evard, you deserve better than this. But at least here, you will be hidden from the villain that killed you. May your memory spread among the dream, and may your noble spirit return through the awakening of others. I will defend
stand on
your
her.
grave with my life if I must.
I'm not standing on
Get
it.
out of there!
At least I will see you once more.
I'm busy being an anime.
Is this the Persona Dancing All Night game?
Excuse me. Are you Gawain? I need to speak with you about a Sylvari named Bersalak.
Bersalak? He is a beast.
She doesn't have pants on.
He killed my beloved Evard. If you are his friend, then you are an enemy to me.
Just the opposite. Bersalak is attacking young Sylvari in the Grove, and I plan to stop him before anyone else gets hurt.
Oh, that's very different. You see, my love was killed in a duel with Bersalak, and now I guard Evard's grave. I wish only to mourn, but Bersalak plagues me with his lovesick mewling. I buried Evard here to get away from Bersalak, but even in Morgan's Spiral, I can find no peace. The Risen are everywhere, those horrible undead creatures. Even now, they're massing to swarm over this hill.
Bersalak is killing innocents. I must find a way to defeat him, to overcome whatever trickery has made him powerful. If you help me find a way, I'll help you guard Evard's grave.
You would? Oh, thank you. Yes, I'll gladly tell you everything I know. You see, Bersalak's armor... Wait, do you hear that? Oh no, the Risen are coming. Quickly, prepare to fight! The Risen are massing at Morgan's Spiral. We should use these seeds to fortify our location before they arrive.
I get the impression some of this voice acting was done on the first read.
Yeah.
You see, Bersalak's armor. Oh no, do you hear that? I'm like, wait, what?
Seeds?
I click on
Anything?
this plant.
You have to talk to her.
Oh, okay. I was trying to grab... I thought the plant would give me the seed.
Undead to the east. Be ready. Hello. Hi.
I don't think she's gonna give me a seed.
Nope, it's
Nope,
too late.
I guess I used both of them on this one hill.
We can probably take him with our sheer level. Who is this little... Oh, that's your pet.
Yeah,
You have my little Balthazar, the god of war.
It's so weird that your pet is just a straight up, like, nightmare character looking guy, like, just with way too many, like, pieces of armor and stuff.
Yeah.
What does Wander have?
He has Balthazar. That's his pet.
Oh, a mini.
It's like as if Illidan went wandering around next to you and WoW. It's like it's just a really weird idea for a pet because it's just like it's way too flaming armor. It looks like a character is just following him around. I'm like, how did one of the guild members get in here?
There's more undead.
I did actually have some guild members offer to help us with the personal story, and I'm like, well, no.
Why though?
That would be... I guess it wouldn't be as bad because we wouldn't have the full horde, but also like still be a little bit.
On some level, it's just a little bit of Why, though?
Yee. People like helping.
It's interesting how two of the initial starting storylines for Sylvari deal with love, like love lost.
The enemy could come from either side. Stay alert.
So they reproduce asexually, don't they? The weird plant people?
Well, the tree produces them.
Yeah.
The mother tree.
Why does she have boobs?
I don't... They tried to mimic the appearance of humans because they were the mother tree was planted by Vintari, who is a centaur, and Ronan, who is a human. And so she sort of mimicked human physiology for her offspring because it reminded her of one of the people that planted her, question mark?
It's definitely weirdly noteworthy to see, like, they were just... She has no pants on, but she has, like, boobs and, like, a plant bra. And I'm like, I have questions now. I have questions that weren't raised until I saw the weird, inconsistent clothing. It's like when you see an animal wearing just a shirt, and you're like, that means you're not wearing pants. What are these little
my defensive
things?
measures are like the worst thing ever.
It says I have to examine the dirt, but I can't. Examining doesn't do anything.
It's the grave. I think it's something that you can examine when we're actually out in the field. They didn't really program it. Yeah.
I thought I would be able to get defenses or something out of it.
No, I may or may not be ruining the idea of getting any defenses.
By just making a giant pile of them. That's fine, I have an army. So I'll be fine.
I'm really not too concerned about anything here. I'm mostly just messing around because it's funny to have mortar kill.
Are all of these undead Asura on this side?
Well, yeah, because what kind of stock do you think they're pulling from? Mostly Asura.
Yeah, I suppose when it comes to the forest area, Asura are predominant.
Because the Sylvari don't come back as risen.
Yeah, the Sylvari are immune to zombie-ism.
This is where we find out that all the Sylvari just aren't actually alive. They just think they are. They're advanced simulations, like Data.
Well, what's interesting is there's more revealed about them in Heart of Thorns, but I don't want to ruin it.
I'm stuck inside the borders. Oh no.
I am so
Oh, I'm free. Okay.
That's probably karmic justice.
There. My love can now rest easy, protected from the undead. As for Bersalak, he was always an exceptional fighter, but recently, he's grown invincible. After he slew Evard, my grief compelled me to duel him myself. And I lost. Instead of killing me, he demanded my pledge, insisting that I forget my true love. I could never find joy with a soulless tormentor like Bersalak. I'd sooner die and be laid to rest beside my dearest.
How do you think Bersalak became so powerful?
It's got to be his new armor. There's something different, something magical about it. It was forged by Occam, a smith near Bridget's Overlook.
Then I'm off to find Occam. Thank you. It was an honor to fight at your side.
Alright, progress.
Do people keep trying to get in?
Yeah. One guy is watching us.
I keep seeing you dismiss it.
Asking to get in. Yeah, well, I mean, this is personal story time. We'll have the Horde later, but please stop asking.
What's the text message for inviting people to guilds? Do you never figure out?
They have to whisper you, and then you just right-click on their name and invite to guild.
Surely there's a text. Surely there's something you can type in though.
Oh, like /invite? I so far haven't seen anything.
It'd be really nonsensical to not include that.
Alright, so a good work spoiled is up by Bridget's Overlook. And then it will be Keith's turn to convo.
Mr. Mushroom.
Mr. Mushroom. I mean, it's sort of suitable being a, decomposer. Don't you think? That's part of why you chose it, right, Keith?
No, you chose it because it looks silly.
Not because fungi are just
Don't
decomposers?
ascribe any little level of like critical thinking or stylistic choice.
But
I mean, literally at the
mushroom hat.
Literally at the very beginning, in our first episode, I drew an association between a mushroom and necromancy.
Yeah, but you picked it because of the aesthetics, not the
aesthetic
style.
for a necromancer, though. Just like how my hunters always have ponytails.
This one's yours, boy.
Yep, you start it.
Dive into the point.
Oh, that's what happened. I ran past this thing, and it came up really quick, then went away, and I'm like, huh? Where'd you go? And it, like, surprised me.
Oh, wait a minute. You have to start it.
Yeah. So I hit yes.
And then we join. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you had started it or not. All right.
Holy shit, this is giving us a lot of EXP.
Yeah, that's why you do the story.
I'm already halfway to 26.
How are you leveling that fast? I'm not leveling that fast.
Valiant. How unexpected. Nightmare courtiers attacked Bridget's Overlook. I came to investigate. What are you doing here?
I came to see Occam, but he's not here.
I found his razor.
Special armor for Bersalak. It may be the reason he's so powerful.
I see signs of a fight, but no blood upon the ground. The smith was kidnapped, not killed.
Whoever attacked this village must have gotten to Occam. I hope he's all right.
We can still learn a great deal. Look for clues. There may be more here than a first glance reveals. Search carefully. The smith may have kept a journal, or an account book. We need any information we can find.
Ooh, a journal. Occam's journal describes the green armor's enchantments and says that they only work if the entire suit is worn.
I should tell Keith about this. Oh, and I'll tell Keith about this, I think.
Occam's journal says the enchantment on the green armor works only if the entire suit is worn.
Oh, she just repeated it.
Yep. I also found blueprints. Blueprints for a magical suit of armor. The smith notes that it was required... Oh, you're reading it now. It's truly one of a kind.
The notes say that the armor Bersalak wears is the only set Occam crafted. Good.
Are you the only one that's able to look at some of these items?
Yeah, Keith's the only one that can interact.
Most of them just don't say anything.
We're just helper goons.
Like the hammer and supplies are not interesting.
Well, here's a book out here.
Yep, that's got to be it. A smithy book. A smithy account book. There's an entry for Duchess Fowlane commissioning a suit of green armor marked payment pending.
Oh no, Duchess Fowlane. Fowlin, I think how they pronounce it. That's
Occam's
Keith's former lover.
The armor was commissioned by... It was commissioned by Fowlin. This journal says the sale was never finalized. The court must have stolen the armor rather than giving the smith payment.
By court, she means the Nightmare Court. Those are the Sylvari that refuse the dream and the mother tree, and they tend to be cruel. And unfortunately, Kate's former lover...
If commissioned his armor, then Bersalak is a member of the Nightmare Court. Listen. I hear footsteps. Someone approaches. Hide yourself a moment and let us see what we will see.
Hide ourselves?
That sniveling smith refuses to work without his own tools.
Don't waste time complaining. If we don't return soon, the Duchess
What's
will kill us
hiding?
and make a winter cloak. Hurry up, you wretches. Collect the tools and we're away.
Well, now it says just kill them.
Someone is coming.
It's Kate. Catch her.
I really need to remember to summon all my stuff when we start these missions.
Oh yeah, because you've got that unfortunate, thing where they despawn every time you teleport, like, anywhere.
Yeah, and I keep forgetting to summon them the moment we load in.
Yeah, I've been having that problem with my high-level one, and I'm like, this is annoying.
Well, look at this. You're Keith. You're the one Duchess Fowlin talks about. She'll be delighted to hear you're still alive.
Speak her name again, and I'll cut it from your tongue. Now tell me where they've taken the smith.
The Duchess commissioned a suit of enchanted armor from Occam. She wanted it for Bersalak, our newest knight. The armor was so magnificent that Her Grace ordered us to come back and invite the smith to join her court.
An invitation he undoubtedly wasn't allowed to refuse. Keith, we have to rescue Occam. He made the armor. He'll know how to destroy it.
True. Still, if he has fallen to Nightmare, he can't be turned back to the dream. You've mentioned a girl named Gawain. Could she help us instead?
It's possible. Bersalak desires Gawain's favor. She could persuade him to remove his helmet and the protection it provides, but she's still grieving for her lost love.
Maybe the taste of revenge will cure her grief. Maybe it won't. Does it matter, as long as we stop Bersalak? We shall go to either Gawain or Occam. The choice is yours.
Okay, and we have to decide what way we want to go. Do we want to free Occam the Smith, or do we want to convince Gawain to seduce Bersalak and take off his helmet?
Smith.
You want
less talking, more smacking.
We should probably try to manipulate things.
Well, I mean, you're the one that chooses, and we
Yeah.
have to accept it.
We are stuck with your decision.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, usually what they do in these stories, they have you... Now, the interesting thing is, Occam is going to be an outright fight. I think he gives us a hammer that we use to beat Bersalak into the ground. With Gawain, she just makes him weak, and then we pulp him anyway. So, whichever... pulp him? That's really, really appropriate for Sylvari. Okay. So, you're doing weakness of the heart?
Yep.
So, seduction.
Seduction time! Your turn, Shell.
Okay. Rawhide vest, marksman's jerkin.
Now these are encouraging items.
I hear adventure calling.
Here we go. Yeah, there's probably no guild invite command just because there's you can be in 5 guilds at once.
Yeah.
So I guess
probably.
you just have to have like somebody message you or be on your friends list or something first. Confusingly.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Weird. Weird. Okay. We need to go find Gawain at Morgan's Spiral again. Warping in.
The interesting thing is, I wonder how Occam leaves the court, because he actually shows up later in the game being one of the great smiths of Tyria that's supposed to help you fight against the undead. And it's like, if we didn't free him here, then what would have happened to him? I was surprised he didn't want to go to Occam, considering you dislike this voice actress.
He likes hurting himself.
Do you
in
base all
body
of your
and
decisions in
mind.
games on how much you like the voice actors?
No.
Come
No.
with me. Gawain needs us.
Yeah, clearly.
Who are these intruders?
Oh no! The Nightmare Courtiers were attacking her!
I mean, you act like this is this big problem.
Or a surprise.
Also that. I greeted her and she's like, hi! She's on the ground.
Bersalak must have sent those courtiers to capture Gawain. Gawain, you all right?
Oh, my head. I didn't even see them coming. I was tending the grave, and then suddenly they attacked me. Oh, everything's spinning.
You've taken a nasty blow, but you'll survive. Steady yourself. The court is scattered, but they will regroup and return.
She's hurt, Keith. We have to protect her. Gawain, do you have any seed plants we can use to defend the area?
Yes. Yes, I do. I may not be able to fight, but these should help you. Good luck. I may be hurt, but I can still help. Let's set up some defenses.
More turrets?
Defenses time!
More.
Are you guys noticing like the horizontal seam on our belly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait,
Well,
where-
that's her pants. Like that's her pants line.
Yeah, it's where the pants texture starts, but instead it's like a really weird like.
What's a thornberry plant? Basic
Okay,
attack
I
turrets.
don't see where you
Hello.
do the. Oh,
Bill's the only one that can
right,
put down
leader.
turrets.
I'm sitting here like, I don't understand.
Oh, interesting. I can't use my glider in these missions.
Okay, so I'll take some of the seeds.
I mean, you have to take all the seeds, Shell. We can't.
Okay, where do I plant them?
Anywhere. It does not matter.
Anywhere?
Everywhere.
On top
Every
of
direction. Cover her in plants.
Don't put too
so
much
she
effort
breaks.
or thought into this.
I will plant ice.
Make a smiley face.
I will put down regular turret.
I'm really amused by the discovery that they're having us do the same mission again. But with a different enemy.
We could have gone elsewhere, but no.
Yeah. Because otherwise we would have invaded the court and found Occam, probably.
Yeah. Could have.
But this branches off, and then I think we do something that sort of it loops back on itself.
Who's the voice actress for Kaith?
Oh, I forget her name.
Someone else famous. Yeah.
Someone on Ambien.
Well, like, the interesting thing is they hired a bunch of these, like, big famous voice actors for,
that no
like,
one will
a lot
recognize.
Well, sort of.
I thought it was like an Anne something.
Like, a lot that people would recognize by name, but maybe not. I definitely
It just turns out to be Anne Hathaway.
No.
I've noticed, like, Matt Mercer voice acts, like, a bunch of random NPCs, too, on top of, like, one of the main characters, quote-unquote, which is really weird. Oh yeah, he's the voice actor for
pretty much always true.
But, yeah, it's always true. But, like, they can hire him consistently, because I guess the man just voice acts everything now and can afford to. Whereas, like, this game kind of ran the Dinglebot problem, where they hired, Felicia Day and a couple other people.
That just, like, aren't always available, so you just lose them?
Yeah, so they're like, quote-unquote plot characters that have been conspicuously absent for multiple sections of this game because they hired a voice actor too famous for the game.
They couldn't just get an impersonator?
I guess not. I don't know. But so they actually like
when they lost Mark Hamill, they didn't just stop making Batman games.
No.
There's like, Troy Baker, how good are you at the Joker voice?
Thank you. Again. I can't believe Bersalak sent nightmare courtiers to kidnap me. If you hadn't shown up...
fuzzy seam you were
He's a
talking
cruel
about
man, and he won't stop until he controls you utterly. Gawain, I need your help once more. I plan to duel Bersalak again.
Oh no, you can't. Don't you understand? He'll kill you. He cannot be defeated.
Not if we strike where he is unarmored. If you offer Bersalak a kiss, he'll remove his helm to accept it. That is when the Valiant shall attack.
A kiss? What a foul bargain. I hate him. How could I ever... But then, this will avenge my Evart, won't it? If I consent, Valiant, are you certain you can bring Bersalak down?
I swear to you, I'll defeat Bersalak, or I'll die trying.
So be it. My love would forgive me a transgression if it means that his murderer is laid low. Where do you plan to hold your duel?
Send a letter to Bersalak and tell him to meet you at Marbon Market. I want as many witnesses as possible when he falls.
We have work to do.
We just sound so spiteful.
Do not always prepare us for what lies ahead.
I know.
When he falls, I want everyone to see it in his disgrace. How dare he face against me? Me?
Okay. Well, we know where Marbon Market is.
Yeah, it's on the map.
All the way up there. It's where we're doing the slime thing over and over and over and over again.
My favorite. Hey, by the way, it's going on.
What's wrong with your map? Oh yeah, here we are. Escaped experiment. How about no? How about never? Never again.
Ever.
Ever, never.
Okay. So who have you... Okay, we're doing... Wander's doing this. We have to make sure to mix it up every once in a while, though, because...
it's usually done in threes, decision-wise, so Keith will always be the decision-maker.
Is it really?
I believe so, yeah.
Well, there's a formula where it's like first mission, second mission, and then choice mission, and then final mission.
They're like, get ready, and I'm like, alright, destroy supplies, gotcha.
Well, we just have to seek him out. He's over this way, I think.
Look for the green guy. Look for the only green thing in this game, in this entire environment about plant people. Wait.
Take a defensive position.
I'm Waterboy, I hate
Gaarwin.
boxes.
There's Gaarwin, and there's Versalak.
Backs.
Boxes.
Ouch.
That's the sound you would make if you boxes.
Yep.
Well, I was actually pushed out of the zone. That was weird.
I've been blind.
Oh, I need level 31 in order to get my flesh golem. But I want it.
You've been foolish. I'm your perfect match. Tell me that you love me, Gaarwin. Kneel at my feet, and I will forgive you.
Love you? Just kiss me. Kiss me quickly before you enter this duel, and let us seal your, our love.
With you by my side and Nightmare's power, we will... What are you doing? Give that back!
Let me just
What is she, hacking into his mainframe? Oh my god. She just like super high kicked him.
I don't think that animation was
designed for that cutscene.
No.
You may be powerful, but you're a monster. You will never understand love, or be worthy of it.
Well said. I'll take it from here. Your magical armor won't help you cheat anymore. Face me honestly, and we'll see who wins this time.
Spoilers for level 22 and above.
Do you think I really need my magic armor to be victorious?
Yes. Yes, we do.
I mean, in literal plot armor.
Literal plot armor.
Plot armor.
He's just covered in enemies.
Goodbye.
Just a bad time for him specifically.
They did not scale these. I don't think
these are still level 10
story
quests.
Well, yeah. So we are scaled down, but they don't scale based on the number of people taking part in it.
No, I'm just being like, I'm surprised that we're still in level 10 at this many missions in.
Oh, well, yeah. There's.
I never thought Bersalak could be defeated. Justice feels empty without my love beside me. My sweet Evert. Where do I go from here?
Mourning alone only brings more sorrow. Gaarwin, Morgan's spiral is perilous to the living. Everett's grave will be safe now. Why don't you come back to the Grove? You can stay in my home as long as you like.
You've already done so much for me. But yes, I would feel safe there. And Evert wouldn't want me to be alone. Thank you.
I'm just glad the rampage is over, and the newly awakened will now be safe from Bersalak's cruelty.
The Nightmare Court will find another way to draw the dream into darkness. Fowlin loves to cultivate misery.
It sounds like you have history with the court and this Grand Duchess Fowlin.
I knew her once, but I don't know her anymore. Never mind. You've done well, Valiant. Enjoy this moment. Like all victories, it will fade. Come. Like Gaarwin, we should not dwell on sorrows. One image in your dream has been resolved, but the other, the dragon, remains. It is time to speak with the pale tree.
The dragon having underscores kind of made it look like it was like somebody's username. Philip J. Fry.
So, Wander, you said that the Moonshield story was bad, huh? Huh?
I can't tell you which is worse, actually.
You see, I was discussing with him which of the personal stories for Sylvari we should do for the first one, and I had already done the stag one, which I like because you're just supposed to save a white deer from the Nightmare Court, and then it stays in your home forever, so I have a white deer, and it's pretty.
Yeah, except for we never go home, ever, in this game. Like, I was surprised to find out that that was our home instanced.
Well,
because I'd never actually paid any attention to it.
Well, now Gaarwin's gonna be in your home.
I don't think I know where my home is.
It was that first place we went to.
into.
Yeah. That we thought was Kate's house, I guess? I don't know. But, I'm just imagining by the end of, like, all of Guild Wars 2, we've, like, rescued and saved a number of people and, like, offered, like, yeah, you know, come back to my place. You can
Eventually, we just have no.
Oh.
Really, by the end of the game, you have about 5 or 6 people sitting around in your house.
So I'm guessing each storyline is probably the same level.
Yeah. So 1 to 10 is one storyline. 11 to 20, or 10 to 19, I guess. So every 10 levels, you get a new chapter in your personal story.
Okay, let's mix the order around. Actually, because that story ended, that means when Keith goes, he's gonna be first in line. So it works out.
Yeah, I guess.
Sure.
Load it up, Keith.
Is Shell in the right zone?
I'm here. I'm just upstairs.
Guess I'll go shopping while you do.
The Omphalos chamber. Oh, we're gonna be seeing...
Time to go shopping!
The Pale Tree.
I need a hat for my mushroom head. They sell hats like that? Maybe one specific straw hat?
Now
That's
this
exactly
is
shaped like my head.
Do you see this tablet over here? That's dangling from the ceiling? This is
kind of precarious for like a priceless artifact.
This is the tablet of Ventari. Ventari, the centaur, wrote various phrases and tenets. And yeah, they're on that.
It just reminds me of that thing in Zelda where that one guy gets hired by the Zora to like he's commissioned to make like history tablets.
Oh.
And it was supposed to be just a few, but then like, it's like making fun of fantasy authors almost because it's like he said I should get like 5, but I ended up making like 10, and I made one for myself just to pat myself on the back and stuff like that.
Okay, so this is the Pale Tree. The lady in the middle is she's our mother.
Greetings, my valorous child. Keith has told me of your deeds. I'm so proud of you.
I'm honored to meet you, Mother Tree. I dreamt of a Green Knight, and when I met Berserlac, I knew I had to defeat him. Is that because of you?
No, dear heart. I do not control the dream. I am simply its caretaker.
If you will allow, Mother, we would place the helm of Berserlac within our garden. I hope it will warn others not to fall to pride and nightmare.
An excellent suggestion. Let the lesson be that strength of heart shall always overcome strength of arms.
He's the
if
dusk
I may
leader.
ask, Mother, in my dream I also saw a fierce, horrible dragon. I've been told it is my wild hunt to face this monster. Is that true?
I fear that it is. A wild hunt is a sacred thing, a burden placed by the dream upon the strongest and the bravest of my children. In your dream, you fought an elder dragon face to face. Only 2 of my children have had such a dream, yourself and Keith. All Sylvari fight the dragon's servants, the undead, but I believe you will face Zaitan itself. I also believe you will prevail.
I understand, Mother. Thank you.
Be proud of your victory, Valiant. Spend your leisure in learning and in well-deserved joy.
Keith, I wish for the Valiant to meet my eldest child.
Traherne has returned from
If you notice, there's more dialogue.
Mother, is that wise?
Do not question the dream. We must all play our
Black Lion
parts.
Key.
Yes, Mother Tree. I will see that it is done.
Yep, so Kahedin's is the Dusk elder, in a way, like leader. What happens is, a Sylvari is born every dawn, noon, dusk, and nighttime, like 3 hours apart, or 6 hours apart? How does it work? Yeah, it would be 6 hours apart, right? So, actually, you could probably calculate how many Sylvari are in existence after 25 years, right?
Well, you could, except for it
minus the dead ones, yes.
It doesn't
Which,
actually
judging by
follow
the constant conflict, is probably a lot of them.
Okay.
Even the tree spirit has boobs.
So, yeah, so Sylvari are born at different times of the day, and the elder ones are like the oldest in existence that represent their places. So